Shit. Hey, guess what? It's Monday, and it's the 15th of May, which means FirebirdFest is in a few days, and we still need to finish up the water pump on the 67 Firebird if we're going to be able to take it to FirebirdFest in St. Louis. So let's stop talking. Let's get the wrenching. Let's see if we can button this baby up and get her on the road and do some testing. So with that, it's not even Friday. It's Tuesday morning when you're going to see this, and you're going to figure out what we're doing. So stay tuned for Firebird Tuesdays, just this once. All right, day 3 of this malarkey. We need to get on that lower. Okay, there's that. There's a big washer and a big bolt. That doesn't go that one. Big washer, big bolt. They go into there. So down here, kind of feel for it. Okay, and a 24 millimeter or whatever that is in standard sizes. And we'll stick this in here. And then we'll just screw it in here. Yep, all right, so it's screwing in. Now, here comes a problem. We go to torque this down to 140 foot-pounds, it's going to want to move the engine over. So we have to stop it from moving the engine over. So I have an idea. So this is a clutch fan remover. I went and grabbed 2 bolts that would fit inside. There's 4 holes that hold the pulley together on the harmonic balancer. I took 2 of the bolts out. I'm going to slide this into there and see if we can't find it to work here. Okay, so this should give us center access, so we can tighten this up. Now let's grab our torque wrench. Okay, torque wrench to 160. In she goes. See that bar is holding up against that fender. So I can now tighten this down without any problems. Shit. Busted the bolts off. Looky there. I know it wasn't nowhere near 140. There's that. Woo-wee. Well, those were definitely not grade A bolts. Let's go see if we just can't nudge it in there. Nope. Whew. Hope that's going to be enough. All right, new bit of hose clamp on. Let's go this way. Actually, it's going to be a little bit looser than that. Right there. I know you guys can't see this, but I'm just tightening up the hose clamp on that lower hose. Now, this top one up here, that's our heater delete hose. Put that back into position. All right. Get that up here. Screwdriver. Okay. Both hoses are now back on. We never took off our top reader hose. So now it's the fun of getting all of the alternator and power steering back in. Well, before we get too far ahead of ourselves here, so those two pulley holes, probably should put these bolts back in now that we've hopefully torqued that up enough to hold. Okay, so we have those done. Kind of got our mount here, but I think before we go too crazy, I want to get that power steering pump back up in there. Didn't want to bore you with putting it back on all the alternator stuff, but I'm just about wrapped up with it. Kind of line up that pulley. That. So alternator belt goes back the furthest. That's on that pulley right there. There it is. Just double check and make sure it's all lined up. That looks pretty good. Then power steering one, that comes off crank as well. That comes off this one and goes along to this one like that. Now we'll hook up the alternator wires, which is simply just the big red and then the internal connection here. So it's this one here. The small one where the red goes. And take the nut off and the locking washer. Now we'll slip this red one on here. And we'll put the washer back on. And the nut. Okay, that protective cover's on. Now here's our other connection. And it just goes right into there. There it is. Now she's down. That's out of the way. Good, good, good. All right, I'll zip those on. Okay. Now, undo this bolt right here. Then I'll take this, get it up into place here. Now we're just gonna elevate the front of the carb a little bit, help with those air bubbles. We're gonna start pouring some coolant in, see if this thing's working or not. Here's what I was looking for, but could not find. This is the spill-proof funnel kit. Yeah, looks like the red one's the correct one for this style. All right, that seems to work. Now, if you've never used one of these, pretty cool. They have a little stopper, so you can set it down in there like so, and then stop it like that. Okay, so here goes our next one. Open that up real quick here. All right, now, next thing I think we'll do There we go. It's starting to pump in there. Let's fire the old girl up and see what happens. So now our goal is going to be to warm that up and fill this up. Okay, no more bubbles. All right, so right here you can see we've been idling now for over 30 minutes, just sitting and idling, and it's staying at like that 190 to 200 degrees. This is perfect. This means that water pump job has worked. We don't see any leaks. We're doing awesome. So let's, I think it's time for a test drive. Cool. Let's go for a drive. Let's find out if this is gonna work. Make sure it can hold temperature. That's going to be important now that we got that water pump in. We saw the testing at idle. It's 190, 200 at idle for 30 minutes. That's awesome. Let's get this on the road. Let's find out what it does. So let's go drive. hear me, but there is a knock jam, probably about cylinder number 3. Not sure if you can hear it here. Yeah, that's. Yeah. I just don't feel comfortable, guys, with. Let me shut it off. All right, so as I was saying, it sounds like we have a rod knock in number 3 that's just starting. When I would let off on the gas and just kind of let it coast with no load on the motor, you can definitely, it would kind of dissipate. But then as soon as you put some gas on it and got it to moving a little more, you'd hear that. So I have to throw the towel in. I gotta throw the towel in. I just can't trust taking this car 1,500 miles to St. Louis. So I think we got an idea. Think we have an idea. Let's go look. Well, we got the Pontiac G6, 2009 convertible G6. Let's take it. I know. You're thinking, but Brian, this is FirebirdFest. You gotta bring a Firebird. I got an idea. This crazy world we live in, my little G6 no longer identifies as a G6. She now identifies as the last 2009 Trans Am. We're gonna see you at FirebirdFest. See you then.